It is weird. It is special beyond special, honey. I mean, this is really gonna take us for a loop. I hope that you're holding on to your butts, because I already shared with Godless Iowan this video, and he was like, "Holy fuck!" All right, let's get into it, shall we? We got a man. He's standing in the abyss, and I'm gonna turn off my little pointer thing. Hold on. Capture cursor. No. Okay. All right. Let's do this. All right, audio's on. Good.
The cult of scientism promotes the idea that we are purely physical.
Honey, did you know that the cult of scientism and we're all in it? And all we promote is physical shit.
That.
You knew that? Okay, this is new for me.
You know who told me?
Who?
We're also a hate.
Oh, we are a hate cult. That's right. Yeah, cult of scientism. I'm not gonna say that there's not some kind of cult out there that worships science like a deity, but I know that I'm not in it, and neither are any globe earthers or whatnot. I think that it's rather ridiculous to lump us into a cult when by the end of this video you're gonna be like, oh no, this guy's definitely in a fucking cult. Also, drink.
Show me your sign.
My scientism degree. Oh yeah. I am a doctor in scientism, so I don't want to hear no shit about us being a cult. We got doctorates and degrees and shit. Fuck you, video man.
Three-dimensional beings with no inherent divine qualities.
Well, no, we don't have any inherent divine qualities. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you talking about, like, I don't know, pulling a woman out of some guy's rib? Or something like that, or fashioning a woman out of some guy's rib? Is that what the fuck you're talking about? If that's the kind of divine shit you're talking about, no, we don't have divine shit inside of us.
Scientism's heavy indoctrination all around us.
When he says scientism's heavy indoctrination, it means teaching science.
Aims to hide the fact that we are electromagnetic beings who are in full control of our fate and the fate of humanity.
Whew, shit. Ain't no fate but what we make.
I learned I was an electromagnetic. I stuck my phone charger in my ass and it worked.
Apparently, Casey charges her phone with her asshole. You get that? Today I learned. Ragnarok 2KX. Only physical. Is Olivia Newton-John part of the scientism cult? I think so. Because she wants to get... Is that the one that has the song that's like, get physical, physical?
Here's a snarky. That's charge a phone.
Yeah, it is. I do have to say that it's kind of funny how apparently we can control our own future or our own destiny or something like that. Also, I think that's how Casey wakes up in the morning right there. She wakes up and she just glows this green and orange kind of glow, and it just permeates from her center. And it's kind of like a healing effect, and you know, birds chirp and sing. Actually, no, she's pretty hardcore until she gets her coffee. This is not an accurate view.
We are not just physical, we are multi-layered.
We're multi... What the fuck is this? Alright, so there's the causal body, the celestial body, the etheric template, the astral body, the mental body, the emotional body, the etheric body, and then the physical body. So the physical body is at the creamy center. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a human? I'm wondering, and I'm betting that only cannibals would know. Supa Vaporeon. Why do I always tune in for these surreal streams? I don't know. I found this interesting, and I wanted to look at it with you guys, so suffer with me.
Within the aura, there are 7 layers, like the layers of an onion. If you could see the invisible, you would witness energy moving in and out of all of these bodies, based on your thoughts, actions, intent, diet.
Wiener bread.
I don't know why his wiener's pulsating or the cervix is pulsating. I also don't know why you got a Thanos like gust going up into the vagina there that is also causing some kind of mad case of purple eye. I don't know what the whirlwind thingy up is on the top, but it kind of looks like it's a heat map from like a weather report. I mean, I really don't know. Godless Iowan depends on how long your tongue is. I never see this emanating out from anybody. Anybody comes up to you and is like, "Oh, I see the Thanos tongue going up your cooch. I think that we need to resolve that now." Like, step away from those kind of people.
Everything. And since all of these bodies are connected, it's important to keep them healthy and free of
Does anybody else have a crystal heart that keeps beating inside the purple ring? I don't know. I feel like mine's broken. It's a little bit darker and it's filled with hate and remorse. Milwaukee Atheist, the confidence this guy has is astounding. I know. Cutthroat Juggalo, I came here for the singing. Well, you're gonna get some singing. But what is energy? That's a good question, Parcel Form. Let's figure it out.
toxicity. Not only are we multi-layered beings, but we are multi-dimensional.
We're not even a minute in. Already, if you're following my drinking game, you're dead already. So I don't even know why I'm talking to you.
Existing in different dimensions and timelines all at once. Right now, we're restrained by time and space, which are constructs of the physical. Time makes us perceive that what we are experiencing is linear, but in fact, we are only experiencing a fraction of the bigger picture.
Drink! Psystrike said, we call drink here too? I feel right at home. That's right, Psystrike. I have to get on your show one day. I might have to figure out a day when I can do that. Or, well, it's always on Fridays for you, so I'll have to figure out another time to do my stream. What? Yeah. Here's Peachy in all caps. Earbud warning. For the love of the sanity of all us all, stop encouraging the singing. Chrismer, no worries, I'm already dead inside. You and me both.
Alternate realities exist alongside our own, which oftentimes bleed into this current reality. So what we call synchronicity, glitches in the matrix, coincidences, the Mandela effect, deja vu, these are all us experiencing a merging of alternate realities.
Oh, fuck. He watched Neo on those movies and took it way too far. By the way, I just got a screaming comment on one of my videos, and I can't read it all because it's just an alert. It says, "Filthy Jew Globe Earther tries to debunk flat!" I guess Earth. I don't know why I'm a Jew all of a sudden, but...
That's me, I'm the Jew.
Oh, you're the Jew? Okay.
We know I'm the Jew. Thank you.
Yeah, I just have to say that, like, this guy right here chalking all of those things up to, like, us, like different dimensions or timelines, like, merging together at a certain point. Like, that's a post hoc assertion. You have no actual evidence to suggest that that is what is actually happening. There's no way you can prove that. So it's a baseless assertion that he's making post hoc that it doesn't really have any kind of weight behind it. Not Jew Witness. How much money to sing every super chat? $2. $2 Australian. How much $sign to sing every super chat?
Yes, I'm saying that we are consistently jumping through alternate dimensions and timelines. So we live on a flat plane, and it's 100% akin to a simulation. When you break down a video game or computer screen to its basics...
Alright, I just want to point out here, of course, everything he said up to this point is fucking nuts. But right here, this looks more like a DNA kind of chart, like whenever they do the DNA charts or whatnot, it looks like a DNA chart. Does not look like a pixelated screen at all. Pixels are square. I don't know if he's using like maybe an HD monitor that maybe has those weird, like, I don't know.
Jay Thompson just said my cat just ran away singing.
You get geometric shapes, pixels that make up what we see as a whole. If our universe is a simulation, it must also be made up of tiny repeating shapes as well.
That's also how just reality works. I mean, this is just how we know shit to work. He's going to point out atoms here as being pixels in our generated reality, but atoms are not the same as pixels. I mean, like with pixels, you can change the color of individual pixels. Now, if string theory is correct and every like atom or every subatomic particle is just oscillating at a certain frequency, I guess you could change the frequency and have it be a different thing. I don't know. I really don't know a lot about string theory all that much, but what I do know is that atoms are not like pixels. That is an equivalence fallacy right there.
That's what atoms, electrons, quarks, etc. are. Small bits of information, pixels if you will, that make up the whole. Every atom, electron, and quark is indistinguishable from one another, but together they build up everything around us. In a video game, only the areas that are being witnessed by the character are visible.
Well, see, not even that's true for a video game. An area is constructed around the person, but it's not what the person can see. It preloads it so that it doesn't have to do like a loading screen every single. So it doesn't have to do a loading screen like every single little bit that it moves. So I mean, it loads as it needs to load, but that's also not what reality is. Parcel form, sing now. Also, how do you render so fast? I don't know. That wasn't bad singing.
What?
But as far as video games go, like that, well, not video games, but as far as reality goes, like object permanence is an actual psychological thing that like little like babies learn at some point. They learn the whole fact that like just because my son's in another room, that doesn't mean that he's gone. Like because I can't see him, he doesn't disappear. That's object permanence. And so I don't think that this guy understands that psychological concept. Obviously he doesn't. I mean, he thinks that we jump in and out of multiple dimensions, so I'm guessing that he doesn't understand shit.
Likewise, in quantum mechanics, particles do not have a definite state unless they're being observed.
No, I mean, even if they're being observed, they don't have a definite state. Like somebody pointed out in the chat that electrons, they don't have a permanent position. Atoms in general don't have permanent positions or anything like that. Beach 8 says, "Boot Cap!" Lol, love you, Cap. We all love Cap.
Never say the hashtags.
Huh?
Hashtag bootcap.
Hashtag boot cap. There.
Many theorists have spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to explain this, but the fact is, we are in a sort of organic simulation, only seeing what we need to see when we need to see it.
What the fuck is an organic simulation? Like, there's no way this wall right here is organic that I just hit and I'm renting it. I don't get how this is organic. Like, how is this an organic, simulation? Like, I don't understand that.
Fungi.
It's fungi?
Sure, why not?
A galvanic cell is an electrochemical cell that derives electrical energy from reactions taking place within the cell.
Okay, I'm glad he understands basic salt water batteries, or these kind of salt batteries. Super Vaporeon! So how fast do we need to go to get to the next PU Penin? I don't know what PU Penin is.
It generally consists of an anode and a cathode connected by a salt bridge. In simple terms, galvanic cells are devices that use a chemical reaction to create electricity. A battery is a galvanic cell. The anode is the source of electrons, and the cathode is where the electrons flow.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like the batteries that you get aren't saltwater batteries. Like the same principle. Like I don't know if you would consider a Duracell a galvanic cell. I mean, let's say for the sake of argument it is, but I mean, those are actually solid batteries, whereas this is a liquid battery that he's showing, just to specify that.
Once again, we live in a quantum supercomputer.
No, we don't. There's no evidence to say that. This is just crazy fucking shit that he's spouting without evidence.
Earth is its own power source, being both a computer and a galvanic cell.
I don't understand how a computer can, how it can be both a computer and a galvanic cell at the same time. Like, it's either a computer or it's a battery. Like, I don't know. There are some batteries with computers in them, I guess. But I don't see how the Earth can be both at the same time.
A battery which powers itself. What we call the Arctic Circle is the anode, and the Antarctica ice wall is the cathode. The salt bridge which connects these two components is the vast amount of salt water that covers our plane.
Electrolytic Earth Dome battery? You legit think that the Antarctic wall is a cathode and the ice cap on the top of the globe is the anode? Oh, I don't know. I don't even know how to I don't know how to process this, guys.
Here's what's good about this.
What? What's good about this shit?
He has models.
He has models. If only they were done on a whiteboard.
At least he has models. I mean, they're stupid.
Yes, they are very stupid.
But he has them. You know how many times we've had to ask people, can you model?
Yeah, true. At least he does have a model, but I have no what's causing this electromagnetic field right here? What would be why do you even know what the fucking cathode and everything? Okay, so here's how galvanic cells operate. It's how, like he said, but it's because the solution is in a state it's not in a state of equilibrium, so it seeks equilibrium. And that's why the electrical current flows, because you have, the positive and the negative anode, cathode. The anode's positive, cathode's negative, and it runs from the path of least resistance, to equalize it. And that's what creates it, but I don't think that he understands that that's what creates it.
Salt water actually makes a very effective electrolytic solution to conduct electricity and move electrons from the anode to the cathode. We can demonstrate this easily by making a homemade salt water battery with its own anode and cathode.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's possible. What?
Hey, we can demonstrate this easily.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not like the Antarctic's made out of whatever kind of fucking metal.
How do you know? Have you been there?
Well, no, I haven't been there, but damn. It can be a salt you can make a salt battery, but this in no way implies that the Earth is a salt battery.
You can see here it's being used to power a clock.
A
clock?
The ocean's salt water provides the necessary conditions for the poles to create self-perpetuating free energy anywhere, anytime.
I don't know how this actually works out. Like he's saying that it's an infinite source of energy, like the Earth is, and all he's doing is blinking a whole bunch of Smurf cum shots on this model here. So I don't understand. I don't understand what is making this energy. I don't understand how it gets replenished. Once this Earth battery reaches equilibrium, what fucking happens?
There's like 5 people in the chat that are sounded like he said powers a. It wasn't just me.
Christopher said, what kind of cock does he have that needs power?
This energy exists in the aether realm, and the aether permeates everything.
Okay. So right there, I mean, does have something wrong here. Ether, like the ether, like there's ether and then there's ether. And the second one is with the A, and the other one is actually real. Ether is actually real. The ether up there isn't. If you want to go in the description, I actually have the Michelson Morley experiment linked on Wikipedia. What they did was they measured how fast light travels in perpendicular directions, because if the ether was a real thing that actually existed, then there would be these ether winds where it would affect like the light, like the speed of light, because you would have another medium that it is passing through, and only in a vacuum does light have a constant speed. What?
Tell Albert hi. He sent a picture of him watching your and drinking his Sam Adams soda.
Oh, awesome, Albert!
Yeah.
Thank you, Albert, for watching. I appreciate that, and nice choice on beer. Jay Thompson, Smurf cum shot, not something I hear regularly. Well, get fucking used to it. I'd drink a beer in your honor right now, but I've already ran out because of this dumb shit that we're watching. But anyways, the Michelson-Morley experiment proved that the ether doesn't exist because of the fact that the light remained constant and there was no ether winds or anything like that moved and caused the light to slow down. So the ether doesn't actually exist. Just to throw a little bit of actual knowledge in this shit, okay?
This free energy is what Nikola Tesla was harnessing with his inventions. Tesla knew about the Earth's generative abilities, and his inventions.
I sincerely doubt that he knew that. I mean, he did have some wireless energy kind of things, like wireless electricity kind of stuff, and he even predicted cell phones being developed. But he was an amazing man, but he also didn't think that the Earth was some kind of massive salt battery that had a perpetual source of electric energy.
Harnessed the electricity from the aether realm. The
No,
dome above our heads holds together the energy produced in the aether. The stars and planets are revolving sonoluminescent lights projected onto the dome.
They're projected onto the dome, like are the constellations and all the stars and shit that's just being projected from where? From what? You got to give us, like, where is it being projected from? Is it the American government? Is NASA shills projecting it up there so they can get all that money?
Imprint the aether with the simulation's dynamic events, archetypes, and possibilities. That is what astrology is, the ever-influencing clockwork of this quantum supercomputer.
What? That is no. I mean, astrology is a bullshit thing that looks at the stars and thinks that it has any kind of real effect here on Earth.
So, one big battery, that's what we're on. Flat Earth is one big battery. Now, to add to this understanding,
I'd also like to point out in his model here, the moon and the sun move exactly 180 degrees opposite of each other, which doesn't actually explain anything that we see in reality. Plus, it doesn't explain eclipses, so that entire portion of this is fucking wrong. Milwaukee Atheist! I would pay for a subscription to an FE side journal. That would be interesting. Mrs. Razor 66?
Yeah.
Oh, like on Twitter?
No, in the.
I'm sorry. There's.
It says, "Hey GE, time I've caught you live. Love you. You guys remind me of my hubby and I. I too am smarter than."
Thank you.
Thanks, Mrs.
All right.
we have the sun and the moon. The sun gives us the galvanic battery's energy produced from the north and south poles connected by the saltwater bridge.
The sun acts as a portal, taking and pouring out concentrated free energy from the ether. What? The sun is a portal? The fuck are you talking about? I would also like to see proof for this, because all I hear you saying is bullshit that's not supported by evidence. What do you mean the sun acts as a portal? How does this portal pull free energy from the ether? Also, energy isn't free, you dipshit. It's got to be made some way. This violates every fucking known thermodynamic law. Like, this whole concept is totally devoid of reality.
And the moon recycles this energy. There are two parallel dimensions on this Earth. We are currently residing in outer Earth. Below us is what we could call inner Earth.
So, he is a flat, hollow earther.
How is that possible?
I don't know how that's possible, honey. What? I don't even know what the fuck this. What? There's another Earth inside of the flat Earth. You don't have anything below the flat Earth except some kind of fucking little portal that is apparently projecting out from the center of the Earth, acting like it's a goddamn CD. Your sun's all fucked up. Your moon's all fucked up. There's not a hole at the top of the goddamn Earth, nor is there a portal going down to fucking. What is that? It looks like the Aztecs. Like, do the Aztecs live at the inner Earth? Is that? Do we go down there and we get sacrificed to their Aztec god?
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know why he thinks we live on a fucking CD Earth. Why wasn't that hole in the other particular fucking diagrams? I didn't see a hole at the top of the Earth for the other fucking ones. Also, if there's a hole at the top of the Earth, how is it also an anode?
Also, you see that sun is just lighting up that one little spot?
Yeah, it's a spotlight sun.
That's not how that works.
That's not how suns work. Also, I'm guessing maybe it pulls from the ether out the top and it sprays it out the bottom. Do you think that maybe the sun is just like the God taking a shit? Like, is that it?
I don't know, but Mike Lemons wants to know, where is Middle Earth?
I don't know. Inner Earth, inner Middle Earth has got to be this little area in between the two. It's kind of like the gooch.
What?
You know, that little area between the nutsack and the asshole. It's like, that's what Middle Earth is. It's the gooch.
That is not what that's called.
What is that called then? I don't know what that's called. I've just heard it being referenced as the gooch.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Now, if you've been following my videos, you have a good understanding of the function of the black sun, which exists in inner Earth.
Oh shit, now there's a fucking black sun in the middle of the inner Earth. Just past the gooch area. The taint. Maybe it's the taint. Like, I don't know. I've heard it referenced. Anyways, just past the taint of the Earth is a black sun. I don't know how a black sun exists or how any of that shit happens or how he knows that a black sun exists on the underside of the asshole of the Earth. But fuck it if it's not there.
The aether, again, contains the natural electromagnetic energy created by this giant galvanic battery we're living on.
Oh, now what the fuck is this gas cloud that's entering in the top of the fucking CD Earth? Like, I don't know, it kind of looks like God just shat in his own personal toilet or something. I don't know why God's got a CD for a toilet, but I don't know, I guess after a few millennia you get bored, you try to figure out new ways to take a shit.
The aurora lights are the natural divine green rays shooting out from the black sun.
This
Okay.
is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
If the black sun is in the inner Earth, how can it project the aurora borealis and the aurora? I can't pronounce the other aurora that happens, but the aurora is on the Earth. How? Like, if it's on the inner Earth, how does it project it on the outer Earth? I don't understand. Like, the actual auroras are caused by these, like, protons and shit that are thrown out from the sun during fusion, and it hits our atmosphere. And so, like, the rare red auroras happen because of high altitude oxygen, while the normal pale yellow or green auroras are because of, like, low hanging oxygen. And so it's like the low oxygen is like 60 miles up and the high oxygen is like 200 miles up. And then you got the blue auroras that happen, and that's because of the nitrogen in our atmosphere. So, like, that's how we explain it, but he goes directly with the black sun casts these holograms on the face of the Earth from the inner Earth through fucking magic.
The black sun takes our intent and sends it into the aether realm via.
All right,
What?
everybody with shitty intents. I don't want you throwing that shit up there because we'll get brown auroras. okay? We don't need no brown auroras. You understand me?
We like the colorful one.
It's the aurora shittialis is what it is.
This green astral energy. Essentially, we are batteries that power this battery.
I told you it works.
Wait,
if
now-
you plug I told you it works if you plug the thing in your butt.
Yes, honey, it works if you plug it in your ass. That's exactly where this guy pulled all this shit from. So, we are batteries that power the battery that's supposed to be self-sustaining on its own. Like, how does that make sense? I don't think that it actually makes sense. I'm skeptical of this particular model.
Everything is a battery.
Everything's a battery. Everybody's in the matrix. Look at these god farts entering the anode and Arctic ring.
Our individual and collective electromagnetic frequencies
Terrible.
are consistently interacting with the free electricity of the aether. Like I
I don't even know what the fuck he just said. I wish I had more alcohol. I do have some of that whiskey, but I don't think that I'll get any.
said earlier, the Arctic Circle is Earth's anode. One definition of anode is the terminal by which current enters a battery. The current entering this Earth battery is the aurora borealis.
Oh, you don't have anything to suggest that. Like, I don't know why you think the aurora borealis is charging the Earth battery while we are also charging the Earth. It seems like this battery would get fucking overloaded at some point, don't you think?
Well, it seems like all the batteries are charging each other. So does this just seem like a giant battery circle jerk?
It is a giant battery circle jerk, but I mean, the sun's pulling energy from the ether, the Earth's pulling energy from the aurora borealis, which pulling it from the ether, and then we are pulling it. So who's the actual battery here? Is it the Earth that's a battery, or is every fucking thing else a battery? Because it seems like you're overloading this whole battery theory.
Shooting out from the center opening. Our compasses actually point.
I gotta read Peachy's. Peachy, where the fuck does the fucking northern lights come from if the fucking sun is in the damn dome? I don't know. I also don't know why our atmosphere isn't on fire if the sun is in the dome. We got Mistake Not says, I think you're gonna need the whiskey.
I love when
I
Michelle
agree.
gets triggered. I mean, Peachy. I love when Peachy gets triggered.
I agree about the whiskey.
Point to this area. Through this opening is what the Greeks referred to as Hyperborea. It's also been called Agartha, Shambhala, the Garden of Eden. The moon's square waves do not reach past the center opening.
Whoa. The moon's square waves. Like, now, I square waves do occur in, like, you know, when you're testing electrical circuits and shit. But the square wave, I mean, the moon doesn't emit square waves. I don't know where you're getting that from. I can't, you know how I am with liquor, guys.
I hate whiskey so much. It stinks.
Jay Thompson, tain't a battery at all. Just a fun place to play.
The energy extraction matrix we're in does not extend past upper Earth. For these reasons, my blood brethren and I are expecting to take a mass exodus to the center. 2019 is the date we've decided upon, and in my last video, I gave a rough game plan. The closer we get,
I don't know what his game plan is. You're hoping to get to the center of the Earth in 2019? Exodus 2019? I'm so intrigued by this.
the more details will be revealed. If you haven't spilt your blood over your intent, you will not be allowed to come with us. I've explained blood over intent over and over again, but if you're new, I'm letting you know.
Jesus Christ, honey. Blood over intent.
What does that even mean?
Literally, he's about to explain it, but I think it's when you write shit down on a piece of paper, you cut yourself, and then you smear your blood on it. And I guess you got to present that paper. I don't know how he's going to know it's my blood and not like pig's blood or something. Like, what if a guy came up there and was like, I wrote my intent and then I soaked it in my blood for weeks?
That's gross.
Blood over intent is a practice where we're aligning ourselves with divine intent with our blood. Our blood is spiritual currency.
The blood is spiritual currency, y'all. Not Joe Witness. $10 says he doesn't get there. Lol, I called it.
I think it's funny because he totally did not give you $10.
No, I was about to mention that. It's like, you didn't give me $10. That's like $1.50 American.
And positive metaphysical transformations occur when we take part in this.
Holy shit, look at this fucking image. I mean, this person got serious. It's like they pricked their finger and was like, Earth benefit all, motherfucker!
Oh my god.
Like, what in the fuck? This is crazy shit right here. This is Heaven's Gate shit. They're about to take a magical trip to the center of the earth. My guess is it's going to involve Kool-Aid.
This alchemy.
Milwaukee atheist, troll or not a troll? And he told me to sing it, so.
Side by side, we're publishing it to the internet, which is connected.
I intend to usher in heaven on earth. And then he did 3 blood dots. Hopefully it was with the tip of his dick.
To the aether. And therefore, our blood magic is reshaping the fabric of.
Honey, he said
He
blood
just
magic.
said blood magic.
He just said, I use blood magic as kind of derogatory towards these fucking weird ass beliefs, but he just said blood magic.
We talk about blood magic all the time on the Daily Bible podcast.
Blood magic is definitely the breath of life for the afterlife, I guess. Hopefully he's right and Hitler traps him there. That's right, Cutthroat. I maybe, I don't know.
Reality. The more our blood magic sinks in,
Wait. Now this guy says, I intend to bring forth heaven on earth. Oh man, this seems very jihadi. I don't know. Godless Iowans sing, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. This is my handle, this is my spout. Tip me over and pour me out.
Here is my handle, here is my spout.
Here's my handle, here's my spout.
When I get all steamed
When
up,
I get all steamed up,
then
pissed
I
off,
shout,
then I shout,
tip me over and pour me out.
tip me over and pour my ass out.
God.
I needed help.
closer we are to getting
do need
to
help.
Hyperborea. Write down, I intend to bring forth heaven on earth, spill a few drops of blood on it, and upload it to YouTube.
No, that's a good way to get the FBI knocking on your fucking door right there. Like, I intend to bring heaven on earth. And then upload it, and it's like, sir, we have questions.
This center opening is essentially an exit out of this matrix, where we will have an opportunity to eject ourselves from this quantum supercomputer. My independent research has proved over and over again, past the Aurora Borealis is where we will defeat time.
What research? He says, my independent research. What fucking research have you done about this? I mean, did you travel above the earth? It was like, yep, I feel the Aurora Borealis moving right up my asshole. It's charging me up.
And become immortal. These body prisons will go through a metaphysical transformation, and we will finally experience the superhuman abilities that were taken away from us on this side of the fence.
No, that is not going to happen. Anybody that thinks this shit's legit, this is not going to happen. Do not shed your mortal coil for this guy's bullshit. Obviously, there are people that think this is real.
In 2019, we are opening the gates to paradise.
Or hell. You don't know.
If you are severely confused, please check out my other videos.
No.
This quantum supercomputer called Earth is not an actual computer, like many simulation theorists suggest.
Oh, it's a computer, but it's not a fucking computer. But trust me, it's a goddamn organic simulation done by a computer that's its own battery. Like, this entire time, you've only said that the Earth is a fucking flat Earth battery. What? Could you keep your story straight, sir?
but one that is generated by the black sun, the womb of creation.
The black sun is the womb of creation. That shit's so dark. Well, I mean, we did start off kind of dark, didn't we?
What?
Like the first humans, they were pretty dark.
What? That's because they were cursed by Cain.
Oh, I thought it was like an evolutionary thing with the whole sun and being hunter-gatherers kind of shit. But anyways, womb of creation is the black sun that he made up out of nowhere.
In Norse mythology, Jinnu Gaggup refers to the black sun. Jinnu Gaggup is the abyss in which all life sprang from at the beginning of the cosmos. As the Eddic poem Volupso writes, that was the age when nothing was. There was no sand, nor sea, nor cool waves. No earth, nor sky, nor grass there. Only Jinnu Gaggup.
I don't know why you're treating this old-ass fucking shitty poetry as, like, scientific fact. Like, why does this shitty poetry trump science that we can prove with evidence?
In the Norse
Also, it's the curse of Ham.
Oh, okay, Curse of Ham.
conception of the world, at the center existed the Bifrost Bridge, a bridge that only those with true divine intent could cross in order to go from Midgard,
So what, now he's a fucking Viking? What the fuck is this?
meaning earth, to Asgard, the abode of the gods. Those who spill their blood over their written intent are aligning themselves with the proper principles in order to pass Heimdallr, the protector of the Bifrost Bridge.
So you think the Bifrost Bridge, the guy's sitting there like, alright, let me see your intents. Alright, you're good to go. Hey, this ain't your blood. You got a friend to put blood. Get the fuck out of here. Like, what are you supposed to do then? Just jump off the side and be like, alright, I'm free.
To be transported into Asgard. Thank you so much for watching. I urge anyone watching this to keep spreading love and truth. And until next time, I love you all.
I do not love you. Please, no, not the Matrix. That's it for this dumb fucking video!